Right, there we have it. Okay, the logo of Keep It Real might be a bit small, but that's the logo I've been given, so, you know. It is what it is. Anyways, we get the winners final underway. Team Serene. Been the team that I've casted since round 1, so I don't know too much here from Keep It Real. But what I do know is that we're using their substitute yesterday. Using a substitute yesterday. Oh, a quick call coming up for them. Matian. In the first 13 seconds. Just a bit of a pinch here. Together with Mist. Khan unable to get back. They had the Croatian jerk. Or jerky. Either or. Probably jerk. Subbing in yesterday. And he was impressive. But Timmins did tell me he felt like if they had their main player they would have been slightly better. So, Keep It Real might just be an upgrade today on yesterday. And even yesterday, able to make the winners final. If they improve from there, they definitely are more than worthy to be in this position. Here's a shot coming out from Khan, but way too wide here. In game number 1. These players are warming up here in day number 2. Obviously getting that day break since yesterday. Gonna have to restart the momentum going into today. Iski had a free shot, but the power just not quite there. Looks like some early panic coming in from Team Serene. Khan over to the backward, doesn't have the boost to double this. He might have almost gotten there, but eventually that's just completely open. Iski, he does it all on his own. The defense from Keep It Real making a big error here. Iski only really having to flick one. The other one was right behind him, so that one flick, which didn't go that far, basically flicked 2 players in the process. Good for orange. That's a fair way of deciding things. Hey, Team Serene, they won against Slough Imperial, which is Khalid, Derp, and Duran. So you might know them a little bit. So based on that, you know, since they beat them, maybe that makes you want them to win, or maybe does that make you want them to lose? I'm not sure. But maybe that's some extra information you could use. Monchi, who was actually playing in Titans 3 main event qualifier together with, I'm not sure if Matian was there. I think it was Amart and someone else, but I'm not sure who their third was. Maybe Matian or Juice were there, but what I do know is Monchi definitely played on the roster also named Keep It Real. Unfortunately, they had to end their run early as they had to disqualify themselves essentially. But in that upper bracket, they played a series against a pretty good team with a couple SSLs, and they looked decent, but ultimately got bested. But in this tournament, you don't have SSL, so for this tier, they're definitely the ceiling a little bit, and they're coming in as a number 1 seed. Team 3 coming in as the number 2 seeds. So expected to be the top 2 teams, and so far, considering it's the winners final, they have definitely been the top 2 teams so far in the event. Over halfway done now in game 1. Not too much has happened since that second goal coming in. A good defensive stop there from Juice. Beautiful pass, but nobody quite there. Might have been a misplaced shot. Clearance coming out. Monchi off to the side, goes straight to Khan. But Khan can't get the touch he wants. But actually, a good beat there. A good 50 from Team Serene. Continuing scrambling here in the blue half, trying to get it anywhere in the midfield, but not quite getting a clean look on the ball. Bit of a a closed rule 1 there, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure who went out of it, but you know, no hard feelings, no hard feelings. And a goal from Juice. Keep It Real, the number 1 seed, taking back their lead. On leaving that one for Naisky in the end. We'll get bump here. Bit awkward for Team Serene in defense. Still down by 1. I mean, the clearance, this might be completely open. A vacant lot over in the side of Keep It Real. Mystic, not having to do too much, but getting that power of that clearance. Securing the tie game goal. I have to say, for the most part, it's been drastic errors on the side of Keep It Real and the goals they've conceded. Potentially could even say Team Serene are looking better in that fashion. But I'd say it's been a very tight affair thus far, very even. I would say these teams are. Matien off to the corner, cleared out by Khan, ace key. Able to get the second touch he wanted there. A good shot coming out, Monchi with an important save off to the side. And we get a winner in regulation. Clearance again. Or a shot rather, coming in from the midfield, not asking too many questions. I almost want to call them clearances when they come in, when those shots come in from the midfield, because they're not quite powerful enough to threaten the defense. So they're essentially just giving the ball away, but they are at least adding pressure and making the opponents use a bit of boost. So not quite the same as a clearance. Shot comes through again, not quite challenging the defense, but oh, there, the shot could have come through. Maybe Team Serene were a bit more aggressive. The save wasn't great. Very awkward to deal with for Keep It Real. In the end, we will be going to overtime. Here in Beckwith Park, Game 1. Khan losing complete control there of that ball. Won't be able to make anything threatening happen. Mystic. Unable to get it in the midfield, but a whiff coming out, and it might just be on target. Post out. Team Serene, they almost scrambled their way to a Game 1 win there, here in overtime. But Nogil pass into the midfield, save required and made as well. Khan doing an important job here for Team Serene. 50 here, over to Mystic. Not the greatest touch by Matien, but he touches it again. A good save from Keep It Real. On with the controlled touch here. Second one, gets it off to Ace Key. Maybe a bit of miscommunication. Looks like they're pretty comfortable here so far. Our Team Serene. Looking like a slightly better team perhaps in overtime in the first minute. Juice throwing this one out, not too far. Doesn't get the dunk either. Matien in position, gets it over to Monchi. Clearance only able to get as far as Mystic. Eventually Juice now actually progressing this one downfield with a flip reset as well. Matien off to the backboard. Mystic with a miss. It might be open. He doesn't have the boost. He cannot follow it up himself. A glaring mistake from defense, but it ended up not mattering, as Keep It Real did not have the resources to capitalize. Here, Ace Key with a shot. Way too high. Another shot coming through, but again, Team Serene not really asking that many questions here. But if they're able to get a goal off of these scrambly plays, and fair play to them. A good 50 from Khan. Nobody quite following up on that one. Munchie a bit awkward here. Low boost. Juice to the follow-up. Khan applying pressure. Keep It Real. They really haven't had any attempts, so you gotta be favoring Team Serene overall. You know, other than that one attempt we had earlier. Naisky off the counter gets a pass off from Mystic, and Ace with a good shot, and just like that, Game 1 going to Team Serene. I wasn't really expecting. I thought somebody was going to be in position there before Keep It Real, but they were not. And overall, a deserved victory, narrowly for Team Serene. No, okay, I gotta go to Sovereign Heights. There we go. Gomi. Who is Gomi? Alright, we get game 2 underway here. Team Serene getting the game 1 victory, momentum crucial. They could just be riding with it. Going into game number 2. Mystic getting that touch onto the ceiling, but unable to make it effective. Khan actually getting a reset here. Might just be going for the top corner. He tried, but not accurate enough. As the play feathers out. I want to say Khan with an impressive start to day 2. Big clearance coming out from Monchi. Juice now off to the midfield. Good clearance from Mystic. Oh, whiff coming out from Matien. Might just be wide open here, passing into the midfield. Khan was there, sorry, Mystic. The shot not good enough. As a last second save comes out from Keep It Real. 50 in the half of Team Serene. Going laterally, Mystic follows it up over to Aski. Monchi holding the defense well. Off to Juice. An awkward 50 there, Khan will collect. Tries to get into midfield, but not the touch he wanted, I presume. Ended up going to Keep It Real in the end. Monchi trying to keep this one close, but gets bumped out of the way. Double commit coming out as well from Team Serene, but puts the ball far enough from the first man from Keep It Real to make it somewhat effective at least. Team Serene trying to better the performance their apprentice tier roster had. Pass into the midfield, cut out again. Team Serene apprentice tier ended up losing out in a game 5, I believe overtime as well, in the second round, and now in the ascended tier, a different roster, also under the name of Team Serene, doing much better here, making it all the way to the winners finals, and taking game 1 as well, looking to win the tournament. Khan with a good bump here, Mystic now, trying to flip into this one, quite have the boost for it. Iski, the midfield here, trying to apply some pressure, or rather close out the pressure from the opponents. Iski might just have an open net here. Oh, Khan tried to make an effective touch and practically did, able to get it off the Mystic. And that'll be the 1-goal lead for Team Serene. A bounce shot here. I don't think it was on target. Khan gets a touch regardless. And the shot comes in, beating the defense of Keep It Real. And the tie game is no longer real. So now trailing. Oh, great pass! Off to Mystic, but a great save coming out from Keep It Real. And Keep It Real, they've really been on the defense the entire game. A shot comes through, way too wide! A great play from Keep It Real, but the shot just not good enough. I think even Nugget would have scored that one. Monchi off to the air. 2 people pre-jumping on Team Serene. Might just dismantle the defense. And they do. Oh, last second save from Mystic. The defense looked completely subdued. Mostly due to their own double commit. But eventually the save comes in. Team Serene are holding on, but I'm not sure how. Juice able to get it off to Monchi. Shot from Matien. Not good enough. It's way too high. Not by that much actually, but we'll hit the crossbar regardless. Keep It Real, you haven't had that many attempts, but now that you're getting a couple, you're missing all of them. Troublesome for Keep It Real, as I've not really gained that much momentum in this series. Looking for a way for the momentum to swing. You're good pass, almost would have been a save by Monchi, but he backflips. And a save comes out from the Team Serene defenders instead. Good demo coming out from Matien, but ends up leaving it for his teammate Khan there. Tries to get a redirect and he gets it into the bottom corner. A great play, a mechanical display as well. Aski getting this one over to Khan. Utilizing his teammates as he gets it over to Khan. And a great shot as well. Team Serene in game 2 have just looked like the better team in game 1 and really was very, very close. In game 2, Team Serene with a statement performance. Oh, awkward ball here coming in. Khan goes to the midfield. A good clearance coming out from the blue side. Monchi off to the midfield. Matching there. It goes way too high. But a redirect coming out from Juice. It was all calculated. I thought it was a shot, but it was not. Juice with the most acute of angles. Absolutely insanity. Not an angle you expect to be scored, even at this level. Juice showing why he's the main player, and oh my god, he does it all on his own. Gets it over one player, and the last defender can't stop it either. Juice showing just how important he is to this roster. Such a quick response. They were looking for a way to switch the momentum, and that one goal from Juice switched it completely as he followed it up with another. And we will be going to overtime. Team Serene, will they end up choking game number 2? Mystic with a good attempt here. Will be on target. Yes, it will. A great angle from Mystic. A great response after conceding 2 in such little time. Look at the angle here. Oh, we can't see the replay, but simply superb from Team Serene. And it's going to be difficult now. Why do I keep getting invited by Toby Scott? Who is this dude? He's not online. Okay. Alright, I'm going to switch the map though. Neo Tokyo. There we go. I have 2 DMs. One from my own server. That's probably the one thing. Alright, we're gonna get game 3 underway. Team Serene could be sweeping here. Eventually the shot comes in from Aski. They probably could have scored before, but just barely unable to do so. For keep it real, how are you gonna turn the momentum back again? I mean, they did such great work there in game 2. It's almost like getting your hopes up there will actually make it tougher for you to come back in game number 3. Matchin getting a good flip reset in over 1, but last defender in position. Juice looking for a 50. Matchin a bit too far away, can't quite commit. I'd say it's been a stellar performance from Team Serene, really showing how effective they can be. If they played today like they did tomorrow, they might have not been good enough, but today they've definitely stepped things up. Juice off to the midfield, but cohesion just doesn't look like it's there for Keep It Real right now. Achian trying something quirky, but again not being able to make it work. Juice, this one a bit too far away, able to get a dunk, but nobody from his teammates will be able to commit to that one. Ooh, ball, awkward save coming out. Juice a whiff as well. Khan comes in for the shot, but saved by Juice. And Keeper, will they have to respond at some point? So much momentum against them. They're only 1 goal down, don't get me wrong, but they really need any confidence right now. Here a shot comes through from Team Serene, a bit too high. Another one coming from Khan, but wide. And I don't think he had to try to get that goal instantly, as a quick counter comes in, but again, ineffective. Here another shot from Aski, might be in. An awkward save coming out from Keeper Real, but they're able to make it work. Matian getting on the end of that save. 50, just slightly wide there. Almost going in favor of Keeper Real and in the orange net of Team Serene. Peeking to that one is Matian. Monchi tries to get it off to him, but not quite the touch needed to get it there. Mystic, no boost to his name, ends up faking out a player from Keep It Real. Here Juice coming in with a shot slightly wide, actually be able to beat the last defender, but Shot not quite on target. Monchi awkward here. Keep it real. Coming out with 2 Spanish players in Juice and Monchi, with Mathian being from Norway. So some nice countries getting involved here. I believe Team Serene have a Scottish player, maybe 2 English. Is that correct? I believe so. Yeah, that's correct. And currently, they've really just looked like the better team here. Obviously, in game number 3, it's been somewhat tight, but they haven't really had to score that many goals here. They've just kept their 1-0 lead throughout the whole game. Probably a little bit reluctant here to commit, as they just want to close out the series here. For keeper real, that might just open up a couple more opportunities for them. They've not been able to utilize them very well. Monchi, oh, whiff coming out, but Khan eventually hitting that one away. New shot from Monchi again, not quite beating the defense, slightly wide. Might be another shot, but Aski on the goal line will have no trouble. Khan beating Monchi in the midfield, applying even more pressure here. Mystic with a touch, but nowhere near the goal there. Maybe just delaying some time there, or wasting some time rather. Khan only one back, or trying to control it for no apparent reason. He had to get it away as fast as possible, but Mathian comes in for the 50 on the goal line and gets a late goal. A bit of hope, and the hope is real for Keep It Real, as they're tied in game number 3, Neo Tokyo. Mystic missing that one. Couple mistakes coming out from Team Serene. Aski beaten by Mathian. Good clear from Monchi. Juice almost with a touch here. Not the greatest clear here, as Monchi tries to get it into midfield, but nobody able to commit there. Mathian goes up high, gets the reset. Can't up for that one. Good defense. Juice has to start a play on his own. 50 to the side, but Mystic first to it. Monchi trying something there, but again gets bumped out of the way. Juice off to the side. Tries to fake one out. Yeah, it does as well. Clearance coming up from Team Serene. Can we see a late goal? And we will not, as we will be heading into game 3 overtime. I think we've seen 3 overtimes already, with this game included. So you may correct me if I am wrong. Juice over to Mathian. Tries to clear it straight in. Mystic touching it to the side. Juice able to get this in midfield. Shot comes out from Monchi. No save coming out from Team Serene. And the late comeback is on, as Keep It Real maintain their chances of taking the series. To take game 3, the reverse sweep is on. Where's DFH? There it is. I have found it. I'm gonna drink some water. Team Serene winning the whole tournament. I mean, I've looked quite good here in this series, so I can see that. I mean, the most common prediction is right. Is like the team that wins the series most likely will end up winning the tournament. Seems like for the most part, teams find it quite hard to overcome that one game advantage they get in the grand final. But we are heading into game number 4 in DFH Stadium. Big clearance coming out from Monchi. Khan over to the corner. And Team Serene, for them, gotta self-reflect a little bit. Here, good pass from Mathieu, almost a goal for Juice. Some good mechanics coming out from Mathieu, and I will get the first goal as well. Keep it real. They were asking for a bit of momentum. They take one game and they continue scoring in the next. Get the lead in 20 seconds. Here, another good effort here. Juice popping it to the midfield. Mathieu in there. Great shot. This is not the same team we saw before. Completely renewed. As Team Serene really struggling now, as Keeper Real connecting very, very well, to say the least. Team Serene, they might have become a little bit more reluctant there after they took game 2, wanting to close out the series, but now they're going to have to be forced to ask a couple questions here of the defense of Keep It Real, as the defense has not held on in the last 6 minutes of gameplay. Monchi, again, almost getting that bump. Looks like Keep It Real really effective at coming in with the first man, not quite going for the ball when you expect him, and getting that bump. Juice might just have an open net, tries to get the double tap in, but won't be able to make it count. Here, decent touch from Mathieu, and we'll just get a 50 afterwards. Mathieu definitely looking like a very mechanical player for the blue side. Juicy as well in game 2. We'll look at the 2 goals he scored in such little time, especially that first one with quite the acute angle. Quite unexpected as well, because we look at that first game and even the second, until that first goal came in, they were completely profligate in front of offense, or in front of the defense of Team Serene. Turned a lot more efficient, especially in this game where they've made some very good passes and very good bumps as well. Mystic off to the backboard here. Mathieu not getting the greatest touch, nobody quite in the midfield close enough to capitalize on Team Serene. Khan getting it over one, second man there, double commit coming out in the process for Keep It Real. Monchi applying a lot of pressure here, tries to get it almost down to Mathieu. And now Khan trying to progress. Good challenge here from Juicy. Team Serene, they do not look comfortable here. They've not looked like their former selves from game 1 and 2. Good pass again from Mathieu. Off the Juice. 1v1 play here. Gets it over one. A couple bumps potentially coming out. The Munchie shot not good enough. They're able to maintain their 2-goal lead at least. They're not getting that instant counter from Team Serene to make them concede. They're implying even more pressure, and they do get that 3rd goal eventually. Monchi able to get on the end of that one. Keep It Real, really the better team now, not even remotely close so far in game number 4 in DFH Stadium. Here, great shot here, quick goal from Khan, a response from Team Serene. Much needed one as well, as they were looking down and out. Maybe a bit of a sway of things here late on in game number 4. As Team Serene fans will get some hope. Monchi to get this domestic, not quite making anything effective there. Team Serene kind of boxed in here, but nobody quite committing on Keep It Real, and they don't really have to, as long as their defense holds up. Khan not quite getting these touches, Team Serene, to get them in effective areas on offense. They were definitely able to just earlier on, so it's really a question of whether they get some momentum here. Looks like they're definitely having a hard time getting themselves back into the right mindset here. To be fair to the other team, Keep It Real, They've really stepped it up. Particularly in game number 4. An attempted bump here. Aski not quite getting it onto Juice. We'll just have pretty much a 1v2 call with a good defensive efforts there. Double tap coming in. Slightly off target. A good save coming out as well after another shot came in. Team Serene at 30 seconds. They need to score 2. And they have to respond sooner rather than later. Even more pressure coming in from the blue side. Just Team Serene completely detained and held in jail here in their own half. That's 0 seconds now. Keep it real. They will be going to Champions Field. A great game from Keep It Real. And look at the shot count. Absolute domination. Team Serene will have all the momentum against them in game number 5. And this is not a best of 7. The grand final is the best of 7 with the game in hand. But the best of 5 here. We have a best of 5 here in the winner's final. So the series deciding game coming up. And a lot of work to do here for Team Serene. Has seemingly no momentum going their way in the game that just ended. Alright, so we're gonna get game 5 underway. Looks like a very momentum based series so far. So based on what you would predict, Keep It Real to start it off in their favor here. Match in, we'll get the first shot, and indeed it is. Keep It Real, they continue it on as they open up the scoring in game 5. Team Serene, for so long now, has the momentum been against them and seemingly no quality response. Aski cut out there by Monchi. Khan over to the midfield. Juice, good interception here. Matching, we'll have another opportunity. Shot comes in from him, but a good save from Aski. Gets it off to the side. Ooh, a bad challenge here from Monchi, but a big whiff coming from Team Serene. Important bump coming out eventually to stop the play from Keep It Real. But again, Keep It Real applying a lot of pressure here. Good challenge coming out from Aski. Monchi completely in control. Very well done by him there in defense. Making sure the counterattack is completely irrelevant for Team Serene. Monchi now off to the corner. Get great bump, completely open net, and Mathian will make sure to convert. 1 minute into game number 5, and complete domination continues for Keep It Real. Mathian, he looked somewhat quiet in the start of the series, but he's really grown into his own. A good pass from Aski, but unable to get there in time. Monchi, big clearance. Off to the orange corner. It might just be another open one. Could have been a goal there from Mathian, but slightly wide effort from himself. Team Serene, if that was the third one, I think you might have already given up on them in game number 5, but they're still in it. A lot of time remaining on the clock, 3 minutes and 20 now. I just need one and everything changes. Khan only gets it as far as Monchi. Pass over to Machin, doesn't quite make the connection he wanted. A lot of time here for Keep It Real in defense, and are definitely taking it as well. Monchi might just have a completely open net, and he does. Monchi gets the third for Keep It Real, and the reverse sweep is certainly real so far, as Team Serene trail by 3. Izzy has to do something here. Not the greatest start from Mathieu. Shot comes in, saved by Juice. So everything Team Serene even tries to attempt, saved out by Keep It Real. They've not been the greatest attempts, but the ones they have put on have been dealt with without too much issues. Too many issues, rather. Izzy now with the shot top corner, and yes it is! The start of the comeback for Team Serene in Game 5 is on. A lot of time remaining here, 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Oh, this might just be completely open. Con looking very awkward here. A couple of whips coming out. What happened? Team Serene, non-existent. I thought they just had a free ball here. Con looking pretty awkward. Izzy just flipping away on accident. Absolute disaster in front of the net of Team Serene. Gonna make it close to impossible here for them to come back. Izzy again whipping the ball. Him in particular has looked mechanically inept ever since the start of the comeback from Keep It Real. My mentality is just switching completely. Team Serene have really shown that they can really reach so many more gears here. Even in this series they did earlier on. You look especially in game number 2 at the start, where they looked so clearly the better team. Like Keep It Real really proving that wrong here for today thus far. Snow boost, and nothing really coming here for Team Serene. Keep It Real have just done such a good job at sort of just suffocating them completely, taking complete control of the boost everywhere on the field, getting all the good opportunities, making sure that if you don't have a lot, that they're at least scoring them. For Team Serene, the complete opposite story. Mathieu, again, trying to make a play here for Juice, has an open net essentially. Monchi will secure the 5th, and that will be the dagger. Team Serene, they will be sent to the lower bracket, as Keep It Real will be waiting in the grand finals, happening later today. Mathieu really proving to be such a key factor here. Didn't quite show up in the early games of this series, but later on, the main factor of their victory here, Juice as well. The first one to really start switching the momentum, getting those 2 early goals and a great pass and a couple of good plays as well. After Monchi in particular, and look at him for last game and this one, showing up as well. Another goal coming in for Team Serene, but will not matter. Will be a bit of self-confidence only for Team Serene. And on the side of the lower brackets, it seems that Martins' minions have beaten University Challenge, getting their revenge after they lost to them in Game 5 in Round 1. Seems to be all too common in the loser semi-final. So Team Serene, can you beat Martins' minions? We'll have to find out later on. But for now, Keep It Real, as I mentioned earlier, will be going to the grand finals.